Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. I'm here to bring you a video tonight of another fun fold. This is my third week in doing fun folds, and today I'm going to be doing a gift card. But before that, I just want to tell you that I do have the Facebook group that I tell you about every week if you come on every week. That is Stamp Crazy VIP, where I put my PDFs of the directions and all the supplies I use to make the card and the dimensions of everything that's cut. So that is over there on my Stamp Crazy VIP page, and you are more than welcome to go over there. Join that group. I do these live at 10 o'clock every Tuesday, or I make my YouTube videos as soon as I can after that. Also, if you don't have a demonstrator and you like to order or need a catalog, please contact me. I would love to be that demonstrator for you. As long as I'm not taking you away from another demonstrator, that is fine with me. You can email me at ritaholmes0611@gmail.com. Comment in the comments here, or get to me over on my Facebook group. So therefore, I'm going to move this stuff out of my way. I'm going to go in depth and show you a little bit about my project here, which is my gift card holder. And what you do is you open it like this, and then here's your little gift card over here. This gift card, this pattern has been around for a long time. I made these quite a few years ago. But I was kind of zooming around on YouTube, and Angie Judah, who is Chicken Scratch, known here on YouTube, she was making one of these a while back. Her video was, I don't even remember when it was from, but I thought, that's a cute one to do. I like gift card holders. This is a good time of year. So, really easy pocket. I do put a notch in here so you're able to get a hold of that instead of leaving that as a straight line. So I am going to show you how to do that. First, I'll show you some other samples I did. I have 3 more samples tonight. One is of Santa Claus doing Don't Stop Believin' with Merry Christmas, and here's where your gift card goes. If you're using ribbon, just make sure it is under this slot right here, so that you don't block getting the gift card out. If you do make these, here is the little angel. That set also has a Halloween image and a Valentine's image in it. Really cute. It's in the mini catalog, the holiday mini catalog right now that still goes till the end of December. And it just says, Merry Christmas. May this special season be wrapped in love and joy. And there's your place for your gift card. And that's the little angel. And then I did the Christmas gleaming with Deck the Halls with Boughs of Holly and Be Jolly this season. So that one's a little bit more, I don't want to say fancier. It's not really fancy, but you've got the gold foil in the papers and stuff, so it dresses it up a little bit. I put some jewels in the berries right there and a bow. So that's 3 other samples, and as you can see, you can use the dies. You can cut out squares, and any die that you can put on here to make it, to open your flap and give it some dimension, works great. So I am going to go ahead, and I'm going to show you what I used on mine, and the stamp sets I used I used just the saying out of here, which was, hoping that your busy year comes together in Christmas cheer. I did not use any of the stamps, although this stamp matches the punch I'm going to be using, which is the Pine Tree Punch. This has been in our catalog. It was in there last year. It's not a brand new stamp set. It's something that they brought back for Christmas. And I really like it. I love the Merry Christmas. I love the fonts on here. So anyway, we'll be using that, and then for Unto Us, we're going to be using the small Merry Christmas. And like I said, I'll be using the Pine Tree Punch, and then I'll be using the 1.5 circle punch to do the little inset for our gift card right here. That little punched out area. And the dies that I used the ovals, which I'm not one that really uses a lot of oval dies, but I used this for the white. It's the largest stitched shape die. For the green, I used the largest scalloped die. That's the green scalloped edge. And right behind that is cherry cobbler. And that's the largest circle from these are the layering circles. And this is the stitched layers. And that's the sets that I used there. The ink we're going to be using is cherry cobbler. And then we'll be using some linen thread to go around the card. And that is about some Stampin' Dimensionals. And I think that will be about it. But I can see I lost a piece of my paper from doing this video this morning. So I really need to find that because it's crucial. It was on the floor, of course. Okay. Now I think I'm ready to rock and roll with this, okay? So what we're going to do first off is I used a 4 1/4 by 11 inch card base, scored at 2 1/2 and 5 1/2. I'm going to take where this is scored, the small piece that's the 2 1/2 inch piece. I'm going to take my circle punch. I'm so used to using die cuts, and I'm going to cut out about 1/3 of the way up, or 1/4 of the way up even on this, and make my little notch there for my gift card pouch. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up, make sure that this matches. I don't want it sticking out. Fold it over. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold on my 5 1/2 inch line. And that will be my card. Okay, when you do your pouch, when you glue this, you can put tear and tape around here, or you can use the Tombow glue. I chose to use Tombow glue because it doesn't take up as more room, and it gives your gift card will slide around in there better. So I go ahead and do that so we can get that done first. So I'm going to add some glue. Thought I wasn't going to squirt there for a minute. I thought that's a new tube. Okay, you want to leave your top edge open, and you're just going to close that. Make sure it seals, okay? So that's going to be, we're going to let that dry. Just rubbing it, making sure I got a good seal on it. We're going to let that dry. This is the back of your card. We're going to end up gluing our 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White in here. I got junk all over, and there we go. We're going to glue that in here, but first we're going to take our, I used the Plaid Tidings DSP, and I have a piece cut 4 by 1 1/4 and 4 by 2 3/4. The 4 by 1 1/4 is going to go right here on this edge of our white cardstock, so I'm going to glue that real quick. How many people like to do gift card holders for, well, it doesn't even have to be for Christmas, but Christmas is a good time of year for those, or birthdays, anniversaries, just because you want to give somebody a small gift for as a thank you. There's so many ideas you can do with that. So we're just going to put that on, and then I'm going to go ahead and take and I'm going to glue this onto my card base. Okay, this is really a quick card. You can put a lot of time into it depending on how much you decorate it and what you do. So I'm going to line this up here on my card base. There we go. And so that's what that's going to look like. We're going to go ahead and we're going to glue this piece right here. Okay. And the reason why I'm opening it up is because that flap's not laying flat, and I don't want to try to flatten it anymore until I know my glue is dry on the inside on my little pouch. So we're going to take and we're going to put this right here, and that is our front of our card. Okay, so it goes just like that. Now it's time to decorate our ovals, which are going to be layered just like this when we get done. So we're going to work on the white one. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring in our cherry cobbler. And by the way, I just want to let you know the green that I'm using is shaded spruce and cherry cobbler. They look pretty together, don't they? Very Christmassy. Very traditional. I am going to ink up my Merry Christmas. Make sure I got good ink on it. And then I'm going to just take it here on my oval, and I'm going to put it up in the upper right hand corner. And we're going to close it. We're not going to do the inside saying until we get our card done. For my trees, what we are going to use is I have 2 plaid trees and 3 green trees. Okay? And what I'm going to do with that is the little piece I had to find that I've already lost again. Don't tell me I lost it on the floor again. Oh, goodness. I'm looking for a piece of scrap paper, girls. Right here it is again. Alright. Sorry about that. I'm going to take this little piece that I cut, you know, maybe a ½ an inch, and I cut it long enough that I'd have a strip to hold on to. And I'm going to put it into my tree punch, and I am just going to punch that tree trunk out. There's one. I need 2 of them. And there's 2. Okay. So there's my tree trunks, and I punched the trees out ahead of time. So what I'm going to do is I've already got this one done. I'm going to take on my plaid trees for my plaid tidings paper. I'm going to just cut this tree trunk off. Okay. And then I am going to adhere that to the front of one of my green trees. And what it is, I'm putting it onto my cardstock, you know, a cardstock tree, because I want them to be a little bit sturdier than just with DSP, especially for the front of the card, because I'm going to be popping that on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm just going to line that tree up like so, and I'm going to do that with the other tree. This also is a way you can build. I could leave. Okay, I got that on backwards, so I'm going to have to turn it over. And now I got glue on the back too. So what I'm going to do with this one already is I'm going to put this on the inside of my card, because that is where it's going to go. I'm going to put it right down here in this corner. You have to have your tree turned to the right side, or you will have glue on the wrong side. I'm going to take one of my little pieces that I did as a tree trunk in the brown. I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here on the green, just a dot. And then I'm going to add this to the bottom. And that's going to be my tree trunk. So it looks a little bit more realistic anyway than a green trunk. Okay, we're going to close that back up for a minute, set it back over here. Now I'm going to take the other little brown piece that I did, and I'm going to add that to my other plaid tree. And we're just going to stick that on there. Okay, so there's my two trees ready to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all three of these together before I put my trees on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the green onto my cherry cobbler, my shaded spruce. And you really can't see much of the cherry cobbler back there, but it does when you open it, it gives a little bit of color. So we're putting that on there. I'm going to go ahead and put my Whisper White with my stamped Merry Christmas onto the front of that. Okay, there's my three pieces. And I am going to go ahead and glue that, and I'm just going to go over here onto the left side, and I'm going to add some glue. And I'm going to glue that to the front of my card. Okay, so there we go with that. I'm going to take my green tree, and I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm not going to put it to the top of it because some of it will be sticking off of the side. So I'm just going to add a little bit down there. And I'm going to put my green tree up to the left here. And then on my plaid tree, I'm going to take and add a few dimensionals to it. Such an easy gift card holder to do, and I'm glad my memory was jogged with that a little bit. So I'm going to cover up that green stem tree trunk and put my tree right there. And then all I have to do is add my linen thread. So what I do is I'm going to take and measure out, about so much. And I'm going to measure that for 3 pieces. Yeah, like so. And cut that. Okay. Then I'm going to take these all at one time and I'm going to put them in here, and I'm going to make sure that I'm under that notched area. And I'm going to bring it up here. And I'm just going to tie a knot. Then I will trim my little edges here. And then what I did was I just took my, I just unwound my just to unravel it a little bit and make it look a little more sporadic, I guess. I don't know. I just liked it like that instead of being all thin. But anyway, all you're going to do is take and pull these apart. Some of them are hard to do. They're wound so tight, you just have to like keep unwinding them till you can get them to where you can pull them apart a little bit. Geesh. Some of them don't like to come apart. So you get them really wispy by the time you're getting all done. So there's the one side. And now we'll do this other side. Just getting these done. I'm sorry I'm not talking. I was concentrating. I was actually thinking. Shouldn't think. But anyway, I'll finish getting those a little bit more after we're done. So you don't have to sit and watch all that. Although it drives me crazy not to finish it. So, anyway, this is just a fun gift card. Card that you can make, and like I said, you can do it for any type of year. You can use any type of gift cards and stuff. So with that being said, there it is done. There's my original sample, and there's this sample, and here's my other card samples that I tend to show you earlier in the video, just to refresh your mind, with the angel and the holly and the ornaments. And then of course there's Santa Claus. They all open the same. They all just have a little bit different decorations on them. They all hold the gift card, and like I said, I did use the Tombow multi-purpose glue because I think it gives more room to slide that gift card in and out that you, but I think this one's made with tear and tape. And it just is, it's just a lot, I guess, stiffer down through here to get that gift card in. So, and it's all what you like in your personal preference with that. But either one of them will work. And I just want to say I'm very glad that you watched my video. And if you are watching it, I would love for you to give me a like on it and to share my video. Just hit the share button. You never know who it'll go out to. That you can see. We'll hit some other stampers and give them some ideas of what to do. I love to be able to share all of my work, and I'd like for you to help me do that. So until I come back with another video, I'll say goodnight, and hope you all have a good rest of your week. Thank you.